Hey King, it's good to be with you golden viewers here. This is Jared Etheredge with Go Caesar Isizwe Charity. It's good to be with you on Gold. So King, in 2015 we were working with some children in Thabo Mbeki informal settlement, and we found out that these children were actually in prostitution for food. And I'm talking about young girls between the ages of 8 and 14 years old. And also doing a soccer program with some young boys that were running drugs. They were moving drugs throughout the informal settlement for the adults. Also just to be able to get a little bit of money for food. And so it was really heavy on our hearts about the situation that these children are in. And so we felt led to start growing food to help them understand their value, to help them understand their importance in this world, and giving that food to them so that they could not have to do those things in order to feed themselves. So this farm is on a plot owned by Liv Lanceria, and so we came out to meet with them about a different social project, and learned about the space that they had, and we had the same inclination to grow food already. And so we spoke to them about what was in our hearts to do for these children. They also had a heart for these children, so they gave us this place to grow food on, and to be able to give this out. So like I said, King, this started in 2015, and at that time we had about 65 children that we were really able to give the benefit of the food to. And since 2015, those children have understood better their identity, their value, and they've walked away from those things. They've been able to be set free of that bondage of prostitution and of drug running, and are in school. They're dedicated to their studies. They're doing all the things that we would really want to see them do to succeed in life. And now we don't even take them vegetables anymore. We've been able to move this project into other areas of need, benefiting jobless families, people that have been affected by COVID, people that have been affected by other situations in life, and be able to give them food. Still everything going out for free, still everything going out just to benefit people from what's grown here on the farm. Secondly, we train people here completely for free. Still, we train people to teach them how they can use just what God gives us to benefit their family, to grow food for their family. And we've seen over 200 people come through this place and be trained and take these things back. We've seen churches planted, we've seen ministries planted out of this, we've seen families able to sustain themselves out of the training that they've received here. We've been able to take this training to Malawi, to Mozambique, to Limpopo, to KZN. So the training and the ability to give food to those people in need are the greatest blessings and benefits that we've seen out of here. You know, King, I think there was a lot of positivity that came out from COVID, because people had to change from their normal ways of thinking, their normal mindset, and had to look at things in a different way, because the way of moving about, the way of doing things day to day changed. And in fact, our whole world changed. So people had to sit back and take stock of what was really important. Time with family. Things like this became far more important than they were in February and January of 2020. So there was a lot of positive that came out from COVID. We were able to reach new families and new places through the farming and through the agriculture. We were able to reach out to new people and give them hope, give them a bit of an acknowledgement that there is still good in this world. There is still a reason to strive to do better, to strive to be better. Because yes, COVID came and we have these things, but we're still alive. We're still here. We still have something to do. We still have something to offer. So I think there's a lot of good that came out of COVID, and that ability to kind of switch the focus a little bit, to see that there is still good here, and not just continue in the day-to-day up and down rat race of life. I would say to all of the viewers of Gold, you golden viewers, that there is opportunities out there, but we have to look for them. We have to see what can we do. God has given us everything that we need to grow food. This small vegetable patch produces over 2 tons of food a year that goes out for free. And it's a small place, only using what God gives us for fertilizer, for pesticide, using nothing from the shops as far as those things go, using nothing even from the government, just using what God gives us to grow food. So there are opportunities to help your family. There are opportunities to help your community. There are opportunities to do these things, but we've got to get outside and do them. We've got to be ready to not just sit with our hands out, but with our hands dirty in the soil and doing something to see these benefits and these blessings come along. You know, King, my wish for Gold is that more of these interviews are able to take place, that more people are able to see these things and be inspired to do more, to be inspired to be active in their communities, to be inspired to be not just viewers of Gold, but gold-hearted as well. And that people will not look for the recognition, not look for the feeling of doing good, but do it because other people need it. Just because it's good to do good for others. It's what we're taught from when we're children. Do good to others so that they'll do good to us. The golden rule, right? So that's my wish, is that just more people will be inspired to see this, that you will have a long and a prosperous series here, that you can keep inspiring people to go out and to be active in their community and doing the things that we should do as people on this earth. King, our vision for the future is to just train more people. We have a very simple 4-day training method. We use biblical discipleship principles to teach farming principles as well. So we want to be able to reach more people with this. This is why we travel. This is why we go to Limpopo and Mozambique and Malawi and KZN, training on this thing and even bringing people in here. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about giving food away. It's about teaching people to be able to sustain themselves, teaching people to be able to grow spiritually and to grow physically, the food that they need to sustain themselves. That's our real focus, and that's what we hope our vision for the future is, to grow and to be able to reach more people with the gospel and with the groceries. I believe what Scripture says, that we are all selfish people in our hearts. In our hearts, we're all selfish people. We all think about ourselves first. But there is the ability to change that. There is that ability to put other people first, to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. We have that ability, but we have to be willing to do that. We have to be willing to see our neighbors. We have to see our brothers and sisters as equals, not as less, not as different. We have to be able to see them as equals. And when we can see them as equal in the sight of God, then we have that ability to become golden-hearted and to see our neighbors and love them as we love ourselves, and to be able to start helping them out. Jared Etheredge with Go Caesar is C's Way, NPO, and you are watching Gold. Jared Etheredge with Go Caesar is C's Way, NPO. Catch me on Gold this week. Go for gold. Jared Etheredge with Go Caesar is C's Way, NPO, and you are watching Gold with King Nee.